Genesis dog, Genesis dog, Genesis dog, Genesis dog, Genesis dog, Genesis dog. What in 10 cats? Hello, and welcome to the 21st Genesis Dogs rating. Today we're talking about Tanzer. And for the dog category, there was kind of dogs. There was dog statues. They were guarding a hole at the dog hole. They're very good boys guarding that hole. I'll give them 10 out of 10. Just even if they're just statues, I'll still give them 10 out of 10. The splash was a bit average. It had like the dancer at the front, like the little poem at the start always kind of set the tone for it. Like, all I ever wanted was to dance. Like, it worked. Yeah, it worked well for what it was, but it was still pretty basic. The music was bopping. There's lots of drum and bass, like pretty modern stuff, but it was still really cool to hear. They did a very good job with the music. It wasn't like the greatest. It was still really good. It was really good. I enjoyed the music. It really kept me running through the stages. The bosses were okay. They were pretty good, but like overall, like wasn't a big standout. Like they look better than they play. Big like heads and stuff, and they have to shoot the eyes, and they shoot back at you. You have to dodge it. Wasn't too engaging, but the bosses still looked pretty cool, which I gave that the points here. Difficulty, it came out swinging. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 on the hard side. Like, it came out swinging hard, and it stayed swinging hard the whole game. Like, it didn't really get much harder than the start of the game, but it's still pretty brutal. Like, the only savior is like when you get good enough, you can buy a checkpoint, but you have to be good enough to get enough money to buy a checkpoint because it's 500, which is way more expensive than anything else in the shop. And eventually you can get 4 orbs, and it gives you an extra hit with some gold armor, and that gold armor is a game changer, and it really does change the rest of the game where you can take an extra hit in each stage instead of the 3 you're stuck with for the whole game. Like, yeah, you have three hits, and if you lose those, it's game over. No lives, no continues, except the one you can buy in the shop, which is expensive, and you have to get good to get good. Good luck. My experience overall was 8 out of 10. Like, even though it was still incredibly difficult, I still had fun with it. I have fun grinding my way through games and stuff. Like, once I did get enough money to buy a checkpoint, I was getting better at the game enough to keep pushing and pushing and pushing till I eventually broke through, which was a really fun experience to have. Total 44 out of 60. It made the top 10. It was a pretty good game. I do recommend it. Like, it's definitely go check it out. It's one of those ones that people don't talk about because they don't know about it because it was made recently. But I still had a very great time with this game. I'd play it again. Like, it's tough, but it's doable and learnable. Like, the bosses are very readable, which is a nice thing to have when you only have 3 hits to deal with whenever you're trying to deal with. And alright. So, alright, here we go. Spin the wheel. Come on, Thomas Tank Engine and friends. Let's go. Lotus, come on. Stop. Yes! Okay, I'm going directly into this game. Coming up next, Turbo Challenge. Lotus Turbo Challenge. This is the game from my childhood. It's a racing game that is tough as nails. Probably harder than Tanzer, if I have to guess, for my past experiences with this game. you race and you have to make the checkpoints, and then there's like a time racing against the clock, and it's really tough. But I am looking forward to this game. The soundtrack is amazing. Go listen to it. Yeah. And the Wheel of Games. Current letter is T. Everything on this wheel starts with the letter T. Turbo. Don't question it. I cheated a little bit with that game coming up next. But yeah. If you go to coffee.com/GenesisDogs and you want to tip me anything, like $1, you can increase any side of this wedge. Any wedge you can increase the size of it. It has a better chance of landing on it. $5, you can add any of the games that starts with the letter T to the game queue, and I'll add it to play it next. And $10, I'll play any Sega Genesis game you ask me to. And thanks for joining me again. I'll woof y'all later. Woof woof.